Namaste. Good afternoon. How is everyone out there today? It is a beautiful Sunday. It is December 15th, 2019. And you guys can see Destiny is in her kitchen. So you're probably saying, what is Destiny up today? What is she making today? Hey, I'm glad you asked. Today, Destiny is going to make vegan ice cream, strawberry vegan ice cream. And it's very easy and it's very simple to make. And I'm gonna walk through this step by step and I'm gonna show you exactly how it is to make it. No more you have to buy those old-fashioned churners that we used to have and all those other things. You can make it right in your own blender, okay? So, I know that you all is waiting to see how this is gonna turn out. Well, let me tell you this. Now, beautiful pink strawberry, when you go into the store, has such a beautiful rosy color, right? That's because when the manufacturer and they are making these foods, they put in preservatives and dyes and color dyes, and that's what changes the colors, and preservatives give it a longer lifespan, whether it's in the freezer or on the store shelves. But this is going to be strawberry, and it may not be exactly the colors that you have seen when you purchase it out of the store, but I'm keeping you away from going to that store and purchase all those ice cream that has been put chemicals and toxins and heavy metals and whatever you want to call it is in there. All kinds of dyes, all kinds of different things that is really harmful for the body, that is onsetting diseases within our body, within our immune system, okay? So, another thing I'm going to add, and that's why it's going to change the texture just a little bit more, and that's the avocado. Now, the reason why I'm putting the avocado in there is because the avocado is going to give it a more firmer texture, and that's going to hold it together, okay? That is an avocado. And I'm only going to use half of the avocado, okay? And then, you know, the most important ingredients besides the strawberries is the frozen bananas. This is what really brings the strawberry texture, bring the ice cream texture to any ice cream that you make. You got to have good frozen bananas, and at least 2 hours. You have to chop them up. See how I did this? Put them in the freezer, let them freeze for at least 2 hours. And a lot of times I may let them freeze 2 or 3 hours or more sometimes. I want to get them real frozen. And so they can have that real strong texture that will bring the ice cream touch and the filling all together. So are you ready? Let's get started. This is my needle, and I'm going to start with putting it into my blender. This is the chopped bananas. They all frozen. Now don't forget, freeze them at least 2 hours before we start making the ice cream. This is bananas. Into the blender goes the bananas. Okay? Well, that's simple. You only drop one. Then we're going to, you gotta excuse me, I forgot an important ingredient. And you just watch this. Don't let nobody touch this. I am back. I didn't run out to the store, but I forgot this. This has to have a milk. Now, you guys know I am dairy free. So, I use Ripple. Ripple is a plant-based milk, non-dairy. And this is the milk that I use. And you notice here, I like to use the vanilla flavor, okay? And this is what I'm going to put in my ice cream to make it. Now, whatever ice cream that you choose is your choice, but I don't use dairy, so I use Ripple. Get close and see. Totally plant-based, non-dairy. And it's good with your vitamin B12 in there also. So I gotta have this. And I had to run back to the refrigerator, guys. Now, here's your strawberries. Your strawberries, I also froze these because I want to make sure too that my texture was more firmer. So instead of them being chopped right up, because all these are fresh, these are fresh ones that I had bought from the supermarket, but I cut them up and I froze them along with the strawberries into the blender. Nice strawberries. And that was your strawberries. And then at last, like I said, this is your avocado. You really don't have to cut this avocado up, but just for making it more easier, I'm gonna cut it into, I'm gonna put my avocado inside. And I'm only using half of an avocado. Okay? And we don't want to leave nothing in here, do we? So that's that. Here's the milk. And you don't have to use a whole lot. Now, the more you use, the less thickness that you're going to have, right? So you got to be moderately. And if you always think you need more, you can always stop your blender and you can add a little bit more. So what I'm going to do, and watch me, I'm probably going to put just a little bit down to the bottom. And that's probably not even half a cup. That's way less than half of a cup. And if I feel like I need more, you know what, you can always add more. And now it comes putting the blender on, putting the top on my blender. So there's my top on my blender. And it's down. So was that simple and easy? Very simple and easy. Now, when this is all done, this is my milk. I will pour it into my glass container, my glass jar. And I told you guys, always make sure you're using glass containers and bowls and as much as possible dishes and all that good stuff. But I'm going to put it in here, pour it from the blender into this, and then I'm going to freeze it. And that's another 2 hours you're going to let it freeze, or even longer if you want it harder. And I'll tell you, when it comes out, it's creamy, it's a great texture. It is the best ice cream, I'm telling you. You can't get it in the store like this. And plus, it's healthy, wholesome, and it is totally, absolutely nutritious. And it's very delicious. And you ain't got to worry about anything added into it. No GMOs, no dairies, nothing like that. No chemicals, no preservatives, and no artificial dyes and all that kind of stuff. So now we're ready. We're gonna hit the power. Anybody ready for some ice cream? Ice cream for ice cream. Ice cream for ice cream. Come on, sing it with me. Ice cream for ice cream. Just stop screaming and hit the button. Okay, here we go. The power is on. The blender is locked down and it's secure and it's on properly. So I'm going to hit blend. And then I'm going to let this baby whip. Now, while it is blending, it's going to be extremely loud. So I'm going to just sit here and just do my little dance with the blender. Okay, here we go. 2, depends. Now what I was trying to do was to make sure that the avocado was mixed thoroughly into the ice cream texture. And I see that some is still in there, but hey, I don't want to do it any more longer than what I have already done. So what I do now is get my jar, release my blender. I'm going to take off my top and pour it into my jar. Is that beautiful? It's pink. It's a little darker than you would go in the store. But guess what? This is natural. Fill my jar. Okay. And I will put mine. This is a mason jar. Good for preserving our foods in there. Glass container. Metal lids, remember? Put that inside. On top of it. Make sure that you close it up. And when I conclude this video, I am going to put this in the freezer, not the refrigerator, the freezer. Destiny said, what did Destiny say out there? Type it in the comment box. Destiny said put it in the freezer for 2 hours or more, depending on how frozen and thick that you want your texture to become, okay? A lot of times I leave it longer than 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. But if you want to eat it sooner, then 2 hours will be just fine, okay? That going in the freezer, and it's not bad. I mean, you know, I said the pink is going to be a little different, but it's not bad, see? Pretty good. We did good? We did good. So that's it. Very easy, very simple, and it is vegan, it is healthy, it's whole food. That's the Creator's way of doing it, and that's the way that we have to get back to eating healthy, whole, wholesome, nutritious foods. Everything, even down to our desserts, our meals, our milks. We can make our milks out of almonds and out of cashews and different other nuts. We got all that we need from the divine Creator out there. It's in the universe. And we can go out there and get it and bring it straight from the heart of earth into our kitchens, into our homes, without allowing it to go through all these different processes from the manufacturing to the stores and all these things that they're picking up, things that they already put in it. It's all just a way of making us sick and keeping us in an unhealthy state of mind. I am done. I'm so glad that you were so patient with me to come and sit with me in my kitchen and watch me do my little ice cream dance and watch me to do my smoothing on my ice cream. But I'm finished. I will see you at the next video. And when this ice cream right here is solid, frozen 2-3 hours later, I will come back. I will let you see the final product, and I will put it in a glass, and we will take a picture, and I will post it out there for all you to see, and I will post the recipe along with it. So on that further note, thank you. I love you guys. Continue to have a wonderful and great day. And Destiny will see you at the next video. Namaste.